So we've employed a lady called Christine for 25 hours per week to enhance what is a programme that is already there. So it's about young carers. It's basically about young people who have a caring need. So they may be caring for an adult, or they may be caring for a sibling. So it could be mum, dad, sibling, could even be granny or granddad who live in the house, but where it affects their lives, that's where we actually do activities and we have sessions. And we've grown massively, partly thanks very much to Old Mutual. And we're literally growing from 7 sessions up to 9 sessions, up to actually also having quarterly sessions. So it's growing massively. And I think we're taking on about another 80 kids to do this. So we needed another worker, and Christine has come along. It took a little while in finding her, because you have to find the right person. And I'm a real believer in just making sure that it's the right person.
What are the differences between a young carer and just a carer? What are the different challenges that young carers face?
Young carers have to go to school and they have to comply with life and live in families. I think over the years on the Isle of Man, it has changed quite a lot. I think originally it was about maybe siblings in the home with maybe a parent that actually has got a disability or a long-term condition or an addiction or whatever makes their lives a little bit different. But in recent times, we've got a lot of children looking after mums and dads. So it has changed the role of what a young carer is being perceived to be. And they have grown on the Isle of Man. And I can't quite work it out. I can't work out if it has grown, or we have more diverse families, or we have more families that are single parent families. But it's very, very much, it's really changed. Yeah.
Now, Crossroads has been receiving a lot of help from Old Mutual recently. How did you come to get on board as a company?
So back in 2018, Quilter PLC, our parent group, announced a £1.5 million initiative to support young carers in the UK. And here on the Isle of Man, Old Mutual International are supporting Crossroads Care in the young carer space. So we started working with Crossroads Care at the beginning of this year, so January 2019, and we're supporting them with a 3-year project. So this partnership with Crossroads Care is a 3-year initiative, and it's really about helping and supporting to make a positive difference and a positive impact to young carers' lives on the Isle of Man.
So what have workers at the company been doing to get involved?
So we've done a variety of activities. We have our charitable contributions, which staff give to on a monthly basis. We've had cake bakes and cake sales. We do love a bit of cake down at Old Mutual International. Who doesn't? We have also arranged a fundraising quiz night, which is actually taking place tomorrow. We've got a team from Crossroads taking part in that. And we're also supporting and funding the Young Carers Festival, which is taking place in July. So that's more on the actual fundraising side of things. In terms of other activities that we're doing, we work with a charity in the UK called MyBank. They're a leading financial education charity, and we run the MyBank program on an annual basis on the Isle of Man. We deliver it to all the secondary schools, and this year for the first time, and as a result of our partnership with Crossroads Care, we've actually been able to deliver a program with MyBank to a group of young carers as part of our Money Skills for Schools week, which took place in May.
So picking up on the support festival, you mentioned that's going to be next month. What exactly is going to be involved?
Well, it's very, very exciting. So it's a 2-day festival, and they've got lots and lots of activities. So some of the young carers who are older young carers will actually be sleeping on site along with, lots of staff and lots of support. Young carers are going to come and do daily sessions, but they are literally everywhere doing all sorts of things. In fact, I have actually written a list because the girls made me back in the office. So they've got dance workshops, which I believe is by Respect Street Dancing. So it's fantastic, thanks to them. We've got St Mark's Country Park coming out. There's people going to do henna. The MSR are actually coming out to do sports activities. There's a local singer, and she's just released her first single, I believe. I think her name is Tanisha. I think she has actually been interviewed by Manx Radio recently. There's an art wall. There's water games, so let's pray for sunshine because it's going to be ever so cold. If not, they've got the ice cream. Van coming, there's goodie bags, there's crafts tents, Riley's have given stuff. It's actually been absolutely phenomenal, really. And the funny bit about all of this is the person who's catering for it is me. So I might be the chief exec. It's myself and our business manager. We always do TT breakfasts over the TT period as part of a fundraiser for Crossroads. All the senior management team join in and all of the staff join in and anybody who will volunteer to come and do it. So I am really renowned for knocking out, bacon and egg. So they went, Jackie, please will you do the catering for the Young Carers Festival? So I said yes. So I haven't worked out what they're having yet, but it'll be great.
How important is this time for young carers as well to have a bit of a time off?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, life has become so complicated as well, hasn't it, for young people? So actually being allowed to be a child is incredibly important. In fact, I was in a meeting this morning about resilience, and how we almost stop our children from being resilient. And this is about resilience, and it's about having fun, and it's about being able to let go and not anybody care. And the nice thing about the Young Carers programme is that all of the kids are in the same boat. So whether you're 18 or whether you are 8, you are there for the same reason. So it's quite nice to see everybody's inhibitions fly out of the window. And I have to say, staff's inhibitions also fly out of the window. So watch out, those super soakers will be about.
How valuable the partnership with Old Mutual, how valuable is it to have something like that is ongoing and not just a one-off bit of support?
It's actually amazing because what tends to happen with funding is that people have pots of money and you have to do something very specific. And there's a little known fact on the Isle of Man that actually we all have to work within the guidelines of what our charities were set up. And we are, as a sector, as the third sector, very, very good at stepping outside of those guidelines. So it was phenomenal when an organisation actually came to us and said, we want to work with something that we already have. So we already have it set up, but we knew we needed more, and to do it for 3 years has been the best thing ever. And I've been the chief executive for the last 12 years, and this is the best thing we've ever been given because Old Mutual aren't just giving money, they're giving time, and the whole team is actually lovely. Yeah.
I think just finally then, where can someone go if they are a carer or if they're generally looking for some support in that area?
Well, Crossroads Care, obviously, and it's best to go on our website, which is www.crossroadscareiom.org. And the ladies on reception will actually filter wherever it is you need to get help from. But bearing in mind, we do adults and children and across the board. Most people will know this, but Crossroads is actually a huge organisation, and we did 160,000 hours of care last year. So we're big, but we do care. So if you need us, please just get in contact.